About the behind-the-scenes activities of the Sydney club in the past 6 months than perhaps any other VFL side. But today, the club's efforts bore fruit when the likes of Jim Edmund, Paul Morwood, Gerard Healy, Merv Nigel, Greg Williams, David Bolton and Bernard Toohey ran onto the MCG. North Melbourne, on the other hand, had snapped up one of the Swans' most consistent players in recent times in David Ackerley, but today they were without the dynamic pair of Wayne Schimmelbusch and Ross Glendinning. This afternoon, North were going for their 4th straight win over the Swans, and right now we join the game at the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. The Sydney Swans are leading by the mammoth margin of 48 points, and with me in the commentary box is Lou Richards.
Cracker goes for a short pass. Peter German takes it. Very good player for North, especially in the first quarter. German 45 to 50 metres out. Going to be a good long kick to score from there. Oh, great mark for Ironmonger. He's really done well around the ground today, and so is this fellow Williams. Long hand pass again onto Holden. Pass more at the back. Almost nudged his opponent there in the back, Danaher, but not so. Ackerley knocked away by Bolton. Arsiri, the smallest player on the ground, gets the hand pass out. Jonas, he hasn't done much today. Can he score a goal? They need one certainly, and he's dropped that one. The badly needed goal for North Melbourne, their first of the third quarter, 6-3-39 to 13-3-81.
So that would certainly give David Ackerley a bit of a lift too, because it was Ackerley who got the ball away from the back line. And on replay now we see Arsiri get the ball across to Jonas, who steadied. And Jonas has been a quiet player, but he made the most of his opportunity on that occasion.
That's his 4th possession of the match, Pete.
And one goal. 81 plays 39. Jonas putting through his first goal for North Melbourne. We're approaching the 6-minute mark of the third quarter on Sevens Big League. Can North Melbourne regroup and come back? Ironmonger's hand pass taken by Holden. Holden very quickly out of the centre. Williams got one a little bit too high. It rebounds to Bolton. Former Geelong players combining well down towards full forward again. There's Capper. He's already kicked 7, but Crocker beats him forward on this occasion. Over to Ackerley. Down there in the back pocket, out to Atkins at right half-back flank. Short to German. Arsiri from centre wing. Short pass. McCann. Oh, never made a meal of the mark. But it will be paid. He's given a 15-metre penalty there. Don't know what for. Good long kick by McCann, who had 6 kicked on him by Capper up to half-time. Ironmonger leaves that one for Jamie Dersmer, and as Bob and Lou have pointed out, he's burning so far in this third quarter. Rod Carter takes that mark. They didn't gain too much from it. Mark Browning should go for the long kick because he can do that well. Browning in towards centre field. Mark missed out there. Danaher comes in, see if he can make amends after missing it. Crocker palms it down beautifully for Passmore, and Passmore puts North Melbourne back into attack. There's a wrestle on the centre wing in the meantime.
And it's German breaking clear at centre half forward. A long shot at goal. He might be on target. Yes, it's a goal. So let's hope they can bounce back. So it's North Melbourne 7 goals, 3-45 to Sydney Swans 13-3-81. And of course they've picked up a goal on their half-time score.
Yes, and a lot of the credit for that, although Peter German was the player who picked it up, it was Passmore who has been solid at centre half-back, and he's in this term has stood up well, and Passmore was the player responsible for that goal.
We see 45 plays, 81, a difference of 36 points. Knocked out by Harris, picked up by Arsiri. North Melbourne go back into attack again. Punched on by Cracker. That's Phil Cracker. Pushed on again by Jimmy. He goes after it. He can't pick it up. Browning goes down, but Jimmy Cracker's there too. Or is it Phil Cracker? Well, it's one of the Crackers. Well, they haven't been going off with a bang. They started off okay, but they've been pretty well quietened. There's no one up in North Melbourne's forward line to take the big mark. It'll be a ball up about 30 metres out from their goal. Knocked out by McCrown. Grabbed by Jimmy Cracker over to Phil. Phil taps the ball. Got a chance to score here, but it falls short. Back it goes to Carter. Taps it on, smothers it well, and at least plays it safe, and the ball is over the line and out of bounds, right against the North Melbourne point post. So a chance for North Melbourne to score again. Get a goal here to make it pretty interesting. It'll bring the score back to 5 goals, the difference, and that's not an impossible task to catch up either. Ball hits the deck again. Jonas with a hand pass back to German. Straightens up, but that's a shocking shot. And the ball is out of bounds on the full, and Dersmer will take the free kick down there on the back pocket as we approach the 9-minute mark of this, the third quarter. 6 goals the difference in favour of the Sydney Swans.
Gerard Healy, who knows this ground pretty well, trying to find Ironmonger, too long for him. Morwood just about grabs it, and in fact was being played by the umpire. Morwood from just short of the right centre wing position, looking for Stevie Wright, couldn't find him. Danaher's there, good tackle by Passmore. In goes Smith. Likewise, Crocker fires out the hand pass. It's very close to the boundary line. Might be in the back against Mitchell. Peter German to take the free kick. This will be his 18th for the match.
Well, he's been a pretty good player today, just the same, Bob, hasn't he?
Oh, he's done an excellent job for his side there, Lou. It's very, very hard when your team's not playing well, and he's hung in there and played excellently.
German from half-back, good long kick, 45 to 50 metres distance, and that Ironmonger from the back couldn't take the grab. Down goes Dennis Carroll, the Swan skipper. Likewise with Stephen McCann, but it's going to be a bounce pretty well on the centre wing position. 7-3 to 13-3. A difference of 6 goals. Ironmonger and Harris. It's won by Harris. He thumps that one about 10 to 15 metres downfield. McCann beautifully to steal. Who's he got? Hand pass and turn. Gets it back to Arsiri from Coop. Oh, Browning gives away a free kick in the back. Must be to Arsiri. And we have a slight altercation in the forward pocket.
That was a bad hand pass to Arsiri. Put him under tremendous pressure. He was lucky to get away. That
no good.
In the replay now, we see Browning right into the back there, and over the top came Phil Cracker.
Change being affected for the Swans while he takes his kick. Coming on will be Bays and
Mitchell off.
Series kick looks pretty good. That's a goal. Siri putting through his first goal of the match, and 5 goals the difference now. 8-3 to 13-3, 51 to 81 at the MCG. 11.5 minutes have got in the third quarter. Our series first goal, 19 possessions to him, and a valuable 6-pointer from the diminutive North Rover, but it's going to be a Swans free kick from the circle, and the recipient will be Merv Neagle. Play on call from the umpire. Neagle goes long up to half forward. Thumped away by Passmore. Danaher fires out a long hand pass. Picked up by Morwood. Morwood steadies from 30 metres out. Shocking kick out of bounds on the full free kick to North Melbourne. Let's see who's going to take it.
Well, at least North Melbourne's picked up 2 goals since half-time, Pete.
Yes, they were 42 points behind. Looking a little bit better. McCann goes to ground with Ironmonger. Oh, bad hand pass there, lets Edmund in. Passmore sets himself with Danaher. Knocked down by Wright, picked up by Law. Kick is smothered. Now it comes to Norman. Hand pass and turn to Crocker. Crocker out to centre wing and steal. 20-metre hand pass downfield to Jonas, who's already kicked 1 goal in this quarter. Bad hand pass again. That player there for North Melbourne was well covered. And that was Coop. Tui had him pretty well pinned, and it will be a bounce left half forward flank for the Kangaroos.
12.5 minutes gone of the third quarter. 30 points the difference in favour of the Swans. The ball knocked out by Ironmonger. Fumbling going on again. It finally comes out to Atkins. Oh, his mate got in the way there, Jonas, and allowed Carroll to pick it up. Getting up high was Ackley. In goes Law. Oh, he gave one of the go on with there, but the umpires let it go. Danaher's grabbed. Law's got it again and drives it well down towards the full forward position. It'll be a free kick in the middle of the ground of the Swans.
Bad play.
Bad play because they were into attack North Melbourne, making foolish mistakes, and they're well within striking distance. 5 goals. There's nothing these days the way football's played. There's the kick by Danaher. That's a long one. Capper at the back of the pack. Flies. Oh, by golly, to see him get up that time. I must admit he put a hand on the back there too, and he went up in the air, but you could tip that coming, Bob.
You think it might be a brave umpire to have given a free kick, Lou.
But he did put the hand on the back, didn't he?
He certainly did, yes.
And that's a free kick. It's
yes, and as I said, it would have been a brave umpire to take it off him, I think.
It was a great mark. There's no doubt about Warwick Capper. When he's firing, he's kicked 7 a day, and by golly, he is firing, and there's no more exciting player in football. And waiting on Capper from about 35 to 40 metres out directly in front, going for goal number 8, and of course the Swans 40. There she is on its way. Now that's a pretty good kick. It's a goal. So the Swans are bouncing back again now to maintain that lead. 14-387 to North Melbourne, 8 goals, 351.
I think Pete did say earlier that Kaplan may not have the most fluent-looking kick as we watch the mark on replay.
What's the hand?
And that's where the hand is, on the shoulder. I'll repeat what I said. It's be a very brave umpire not to pay the mark, but Kappa 8 goals straight.
Well, bad effort.
8 goals straight from 10 kicks and 4 marks, 2 handballs.
Well, he'd have to be shaping up as one of the best players on the ground. Pete knocked out by McCann, pushed on by North again. A hand pass, badly directed one, comes back to McCann. He can't pick it up, he goes after it. Bolton's there with him. In goes Ackley, runs into plenty of trouble, can't get clear. A hand pass now up to Bays on the ground, replacing Mitchell. Up towards Capper again. Smith couldn't hold it. The ball is finally forced through for 1 point. So North Melbourne score was 8 goals, 351 to the Swans 14-4-88.
We're at the 15-minute mark of the third quarter now. Ball comes out to German. North Melbourne's most constructive player. Steele takes the mark on the practice wickets. Atkins on the run on right centre wing. Good little player, this fellow. Short pass. Phil Cracker, superb mark. He's got the hand pass back again. That's not a bad sort of a shot. And Steele's put it through. Great goal, but he could just about put that down to Cracker. North Melbourne's 9th, 9-3, 57 to 14-4, 88.
I didn't think it was Steele, Pete, but I think that Steele gets the hand pass over now. We see Atkins coming through, and Atkins getting the ball out wide. Great play by Phil Cracker. The hand pass across, and Atkins coming back down the ground. Sorry about that, Pete.
Atkins' first goal. 16 minutes gone. Third quarter, 9-3 to 14-4. 57 plays, 88. The only North Melbourne player to kick more than 1 goal is Peter German, and he's their leading kick getter as well. Bays, kick number 2 for the Swans. Well up toward full forward. Cracker and not Cracker, but Capper and Smith. Passmore nearly had his head pulled off. It rebounds to Peter Smith. High ball up towards the half-back line. Mark missed out there and missed badly by Norman. Got grabbed, they were not in possession. Hand pass comes out to Bays for kick number 3. That could almost be a goal. Oh, what a great shot. He really battled hard for that one.
It was a bad mistake by Norman. Simple mark.
15-4, 94. Great kicking by the Swans. North Melbourne 9-3, 57.
Norman paying the penalty for missing that mark. He's coming off the ground.
We're at the 17-minute mark now of the third quarter. The Swans doing it well.
37 points the difference. Down it goes. There's a mark. It'll be a mark to Phil Cracker out there at half forward from his brother Jim. The lead, but it's being ignored, coming from Harris, who did play at full forward, I think, over in South Australia. There's the kick by Cracker up there to the goal. So it's a long kick. It's a goal. Oh, what a ripper. It was a magnificent kick by Phil Cracker. What a kick. That's his second. 10 goals, 363 to the Sydney Swans, 15-4-84. And they're putting a bit of life back in the game, North Melbourne.
Oh, they certainly haven't thrown the towel in, Lou. There's no doubt at all about that one, and that was an excellent goal. There's Phil Cracker there, pointing towards the scoreboard. And beautiful kick.
Looking at the replay.
Well, that's the score. 63 plays, 94. Centre bounce again, just over the 18-minute mark. And there's no doubt North Melbourne playing a lot better. Grabbed by Ironmonger, hurried quick back over the half-forward line. They all missed that. It hits the deck pass ball, backing up well. Gives a hand pass over to Ackley. Ackley goes short. It'll be okay. This is Love with the ball. He nearly went off the mark, decided to go back. Short pass, dangerous. And there'll be a mark to McDonald, who's had his jumper half ripped off. He drives it back over the half-forward line, but left unattended that time as Dersmer's had a very good third quarter. Ball back into the centre of the ground. This is Williams on his own. Quick hand pass coming over. Too long that time for Tui. Oh, Atkins shows up, done up base. And look at him leave Tui for dead as he drops a short pass to Steele. There's a chance for North Melbourne to score again. Back it goes, and a mark. It'll be a mark to Harris. And Harris is only about 30 metres out from goal, directly in front. And as I said before, he played full forward in South Australia for South Adelaide. did very well in the ruck the first quarter, but
Got to run out of puff up there.
he certainly did. But I think he suffered with a bit of air trouble because he was at a height. His kick. It's 1 point. That was a fatal miss. So it's 10-4, 64 to North Melbourne to the Sydney Swans, 15-4, 94. 19.5 minutes gone of this third quarter, and North Melbourne still have a show in this match, Peter.
Yes, I wouldn't write them off yet. Good long kick by Browning, bringing the ball back into play. Bays can't take the mark. Holden slung to ground. Out to Williams. Cracker beats him for it. Oh, in goes McDonald with the jumper half off. He gets grabbed. And a few fisticuffs just to liven up proceedings. Atkins let one go and got one from Nagel for his corner. So that score was even.
I reckon you're very stiff to get a free kick against you the way McDonald went it after that. He made the play, went it after the ball.
It was a great tackle, though, by Stevie Wright, nonetheless, Lou.
Has to go back and take the kick again. Stevie Wright from centre-half back. Straight down the ground. Looking for Danaher. Got a push in the back from Passmore, and so he'll take the free kick. Carroll breaks away, but it does have to come back. Danaher on left centre wing. And 6 kicks so far, 2 marks and 6 handballs, and has kicked 1 goal. Danaher on the left half forward. Dennis Carroll leading Love in the race for the ball. That's a beautiful kick. Just about into the square. McCann in front, or had his name on it. I think enjoying move or being moved away from Kappa. Love again. Over the head of Danaher. Passmore too slow. Held it for a fortnight. Atkins gets the hand pass back to him. This time he gets his kick in. Dursman won't mess up that one. Chance again. This time Carroll out to Holden. Holden's left footer close to Dursma again. Up goes Love. Siri. Cracker. No. Jonas. No. Carter. Yes. Spins. Oh, Rod Carter does it well. Plenty of Swans players are there, and it's left to Holden. Holden to Williams. Williams on centre wing. Calling forward is Bolton. He'll get it. Doesn't get a favourable bounce. Does tap it further forward, but intercepting well is McCann. North Melbourne combining a lot better now. Atkins on right centre wing. Chance for a hand pass. Pings it on down to Arsiri. Arsiri looks for and finds Peter German. North Melbourne's leading kick getter into the square. Cracker on his own. Jimmy's got it. And North Melbourne looking a revitalised side at the moment. They've certainly found something. 22 minutes gone in the quarter. And Cracker has the chance to bring up his first goal.
Well, that triple Brownlow medalist, he picked this. He said, or he said it would be a chance for a revival for North Melbourne this third quarter.
Got a way to go yet, but if they keep going in this vein, they can still win this match. Jimmy Cracker will goal from there. No mistake about that. His first. North Melbourne come closer. 7th big league scoreboard, 15-4 to 11-4 at the MCG.
Yes, and once again it came from excellent work by the North Melbourne defence. They've tightened up down there and they are rebounding away. Atkins has been in the thick of things as he gets the hand pass across to Arsiri. Another findable player. German picking up kick number 20. And the long kick down. Well, nobody at all near Jimmy Cracker. So where was the defence?
First goal for Jimmy Cracker. North Melbourne looking a good side.
Just on the 23-minute mark. 24 points the difference now. Centre-bounce. Knocked out by the big fellow on mine, but didn't go anywhere for him. Series doing pretty well. A good hand pass to Love, and North Melbourne go back into attack. Here's a chance. German's got it again. And he's no doubt North Melbourne's best player, and shaping up as the best player on the ground.
He can kick this, Lou.
Well, he's only about 45 metres out directly in front, and he's already kicked 2.
Make the difference 3 goals.
There it is on its way. Let's see the result. That'll be good. That's another goal. So it's 18 points the difference. And the Kangaroos are back in business. 12-4-66 to Sydney Swans, 15-4-94. And of course, Atkins is doing a pretty good job out there too on that wing position. Knocked out by McCann. There's a series with a hand pass to German. He fumbles it. Goes after it again. Taps it on. There's a go for Atkins with a hand pass back to receiver. They're cutting it to pieces as it comes over to Coop. He's got to pick it up. He gives it to Jones, but he loses it. There's a chance for Neagle. He's grabbed around the neck, but at least he stopped him because he was away and running for sure. Well, they're putting pressure on them. Neagle takes advantage of everyone standing flat-footed there. That's a bit of experience for you as he goes for the long kick back to the centre of the ground. And that's Ackley taking the mark. Spins out of the pack like he did with the Swans. Drives the ball back to full forward. Up there towards Cracker. And Browning. Cracker's got a chance. He's got it. No, it might have been touched. Oh, they're putting pressure on them now.
17 points the difference, and what a ball game. It looked a one-horse race at half-time, and shortly afterwards, when the difference was 48 points, Rod Carter goes defensively towards the outer side. McCann.
This has been a good move, putting him around the ground too, Bob, taking him away from that full-back position.
Yes, he's been... Zoe's been just let off the leash.
There's an Academy Award performance for you. That, I think, is McDonald wearing Guernsey #1. It's not Lyle, obviously.
Well, he's had it ripped, the other one ripped off, Pete.
Good mark. He was looking for a 15-metre penalty, which would have brought him to within about 20 metres of goal. It's about 35 out. So should get the distance without too many problems at all. The accuracy is what's needed here. 77 to 94. Nothing in this match now. McDonald get the distance and tap through for 1 point, or was it out of bounds from Ironmonger? And Phil Cracker let one go.
Well, Ironmonger gave him one first to go on with, I think.
I'll be picking on Ironmonger, but I don't think I'd pinch Phil Cracker's beer in a pub either, just the same. Down to the half-back line, Passmore late on the scene. Stevie Wright gets well tackled by Arceri, picked up by McCann, who in turn gets it to Passmore. Passmore goes for a short pass to Jonas, who missed it. Ironmonger. Oh, Jimmy came in for the evener upper and gets away a free kick. Not sensible football from Jay Cracker. That wasn't great either. Browning. Out to the defensive side of the ground. Biggs holding over the boundary line in front of Phil Cracker. It will be a boundary throw-in. Left half-back flank for the Swans, who lead 15-4 to 12-6 in a good game of football at the MCG. The two #1s, Ironmonger and McDonald. McDonald wins that one. The two of them are there. Who's going to get it? It's Jimmy. Dersma just about got him. Good tackle. Off the hands of Jonas. Picked up by Rod Carter, showing a good turn of speed. Carter goes for the hand pass to Dennis Carroll. Carroll long. The Swan skipper to half forward. Crocker at the back. Goes the punch. That was effective. McCann, gets steamrolled. No free kick. Fair bump, says the umpire. Bays doing battle with McCann. He got up pretty quickly. Picked up by Passmore. Just about threw that one out. Crocker's kick is high and towards the boundary line. Underneath it, Atkins has a great third quarter and he marks.
Certainly playing well out there on that wing position, Atkins. A series been a star, and of course they're all coming into the game. Oh, that's a bad hand pass. It'll be a free kick to the Swans and Eagle. And Eagle's got it out there on the centre wing position. A little bit rattled the Sydney Swans as the ball goes up there towards Edmund, punched away by Crocker. Played it safe that time when the ball is out of bounds. Ball out of bounds on the Sydney Swans half-forward line. 16 points the difference. So North Melbourne Hinnie with a chance now. Danaher against McCann. Knocked out by Passmore. Pushed on again by German out there to Atkins it is, I think it is. Yes, a hand pass back to Smith. Smith has kickers over the half-forward line, up towards the half-forward line. Punched away by Dersma. Fumble going on. Dersma tries to back up. Coop pushes it out. Out to big Ironmonger. The big fella stoops all right. Gets it out now to Holden. A short pass. And the ball is marked here now by Neagle. Neagle's kick is up towards the centre half-forward position. Punched away by the North Melbourne defence. Plenty of fumbling going on. Ball smothered back from Crocker that time. It's Bolton grabbed by Crocker. That was a good tackle. And the umpire's going to ball this one up for sure. By Gus, that was a great tackle. Good tackle, Bob.
Certainly was, Luke.
Well, it's a tense game, and it's a good game now. It looked as though it was going to be a one-sided affair. It looked as though the Swans would have bolted away with this match. Ironmonger. Back it goes to Morwood. Paul Morwood. Crocker's got a chance to mark. His mate goes in to help him. Kicked off the ground. So go for a goal now. Coming up to Tony Morwood. He's got it through for a goal. And a badly needed one. So just to relieve the pressure. So it's 16-4, 100 points for Sydney Swans. For North Melbourne, 12-6, 78.
Well, it's a very rare occasion that Tony Morwood has been able to get away from John Law today, and Law's had a tight rein on him all day. And as Ross Smith missed that one, Tony Morwood very quick to grab the opportunity, and a nice goal, but he's had a hard job getting away from John Law.
Wilson and his wife. Carter and McDonald obviously not liking each other's aftershave.
What's that? What? Used to call that hacking in the old days, don't you?
22 points the difference now. 29 3/4 minutes have gone in a very interesting third term of football. Picked up by Ironmonger. Can't get boot to ball or in fact a hand pass away. That was here. We haven't seen much of him this quarter. That was just about a throw, but it comes out to Love. Love up towards half forward. Opportunity for Cracker. Paddles it further forward in front of Holden. Back to Jimmy Cracker. He'll go for a pass and they'll always find somebody. This time Jonas is the recipient, marking pretty well directly in front of goal. 30 minutes gone on the term. Jonas, high ball in towards the forward pocket, and it could be through. Yes, it is. Came around beautifully. A free kick. Free kick. What was it for, Bob?
Holding the man, Pete. Possibly a little technical, but no doubt it was there because umpire Sidebottom would not have given it otherwise. Yeah, so you can see McCann hanging onto the Guernsey.
So Rod Carter having that free kick before being held, not shepherded. Long kick by Carter. Ironmonger, good safe grab. Hand passes on to Tui, to Williams. Former Geelong players combining. Short pass by him in turn. Paul Morwood, is it a mark? No, says the umpire, and a good decision. Coop gives it back to Parsons, or Steele it was. Harris to German. German from left half forward. He's gone in towards the full forward pocket. There was some interference there too, and North Melbourne fans thought they should have had a free kick. Picked up by Cracker. Cracker in turn back to Jonas again. Jonas, Bork, Bays has got him. He shoots just the same. It's high. And through, I think, for one behind.
I thought it might have been a free kick to McDonald. They were still hanging on when we got rid of it.
It was interesting, wasn't it? 21 points the difference. 31 and a half minutes gone, third quarter.
I think there have been a few occasions today where North Melbourne might have been on the wrong end of some of the decisions.
Yes.
I'd agree with you. Browning. So it's not the number of free kicks, but where you get them. That wasn't touched, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll wait on this.
Yeah, you're right, Pete.
Yes, it is a free kick. It's going to be taken by Steele. Steele at left half forward flank. Short pass. Oh, good play, Bolton, out of bounds, and a boundary throw-in. Left forward pocket, or it would have been, had not the siren gone. And the scoreboard at three-quarter time in our match of the day on 7's Big League, the Swans, 16-4-100, North Melbourne 12-7-79.
The 1986 Victorian Football League Premiership season is proudly sponsored by Carlton, brewers of Foster's Lager, Australia's favourite beer.
North Melbourne got off to a good start. They had the first 3 goals on the board and led by 6 points at quarter time, but a brilliant second term by the Swans, in which they booted 9 goals too, set the match up for them. They led by 42 points at half-time. The Kangaroos came back in the third term to halve the deficit before going under by 25 points. Looking at the stats on the game, the Swans had 6 more kicks, 7 more frees, 5 more handballs and 6 more shots at goal. North Melbourne 6 more marks and 2 more hit-outs. In the goals at the match this afternoon, the star certainly in front of goals was Warwick Kappa. He finished up with 8 goals, while Williams, Healy and Edmund each got 2 for the Swans. And for North Melbourne, Peter German, pretty close to best man on the ground today, capped it off with 4 very good goals. Phil Cracker also got 2, and Atkins kicked 2 goals. After the match, I went into the Swans' rooms and spoke first of all to Tommy Hapey and asked him his views on the Swans' 25-point victory.
Oh, it's really pleasing after the initial start where, the Norths had a couple of goals on the board.
3?
Yes, 3 goals on before we got going. It was maybe a little bit, the players couldn't get their feet, I suppose, at the start, but I was pleased with the way they fought it out.
You got a couple of goals early on the board, so that would have given you a bit of heart?
Yeah, that was good to get a couple posted early, and good work upfield. Helped the ball get down there quickly.
Jim, people perhaps take it for granted transferring from one team to another is easy. How hard is it out on the field with new mates?
Oh, it is quite difficult because, especially as a forward, you've got to learn which way they kick and different little parts of the game. It's not as easy as it looks. It's not just a matter of changing jumpers.
Things didn't look good in the first few minutes. What happened there? Everybody seemed a bit rattled.
Yeah, I think we were very nervous. Most of the players were very, very unsettled before the game, and it took us a few minutes to get calmed down and play as a team.
Did you get cold during the second quarter?
Oh, I don't complain when I get cold.
Paul Morwood, what's it like to be back with the Swans?
Well, after today's effort, it's very good to be back with the Swans. It's the club's totally different from 3 years ago when I left the place. So much more professional and better run, and of course we've got a lot more better players, very skilled players, and with a lot of tenacity as well.
Judging by the reaction in the room, it's a great feeling, great win for the club.
Oh, it was a really good win, Peter. We knew North were going to be very keen. We played them in a practice match 3 weeks ago and we done reasonably well against them, but it was no gauge, as we found out today. They were very keen. They made it a very hard contest, and we were just happy that the new boys, the 7 new boys in the team, fitted in. We had a tremendous second quarter where we got our game going for a while, but it fell down those other 3 quarters. But we're glad to get the 4 points, and we've got a lot of work to do, but it's a long season.
On the field, how would you compare the two teams?
I think our running players are. I think we have more running players. Esther, of course, have got the aerial strength, and I'm not sure how we're going to combat that, but we've got 10 weeks to work that out. So with a bit of luck, we might come up with something by round 11.